Okay, guys, this is Chris. Here's Fred. Remember Fred? He's pretty cool. Mark did a great job on modeling him and texturing him. And anyway, so I wanted to go over the rigging real quick just so you guys would get an idea of, there's a lot of different controls here. A lot of them are standard, like the master, which will obviously move all the controls. There are, of course, his feet here. There's multiple controls on the feet. So, for instance, if you wanted to do a, like kind of a toe roll as he's walking. Here's the main control for the foot. So if you want to move the whole foot, use this control right here. And I added that other control just above it, just so that it would be able to do that kind of turn. But if you try to actually pick it up from this guy, you will have a problem. You see how I got that slippage? I could figure that out to get the parenting right on that. It also has knees controls, and this could be a little weird. You need to understand. So let's say that control's there, and you go to move his foot, right? You have to put a knee constraint in order to keep the knee pointing in the right place when he goes to move, or it gets all bendy and crazy. So if you go to long and see now how his knee is starting to kind of twist over, it's because the control is he's now behind it. Let's see if I can snag that. So what you would do is just grab that control, and you just need to pull it forward, and that will put him right back where he needs to be. Okay. So there's those knee controls. There are also same thing with the elbows right here on either side. Those are also constraints for the elbows, so that the elbows always point in the right direction when you're moving him. And so make sure that you there's a little bounce there. Hopefully it doesn't look bad when it's animated. And the same thing, if you needed to move that, you could move it to wherever you need the elbow to go. Okay. He's got a number of hip controls. So if you want to just move a little or whatever, Control Z, let me move that around a little so the angle's better. Right, so Control Z, same thing. He's got them all the way up. Here's his neck control. Well, he has actually two neck controls, a bottom and top, and well, like it's a bottom and a neck, or I'm sorry, neck and head. So there's, if you wanted to move his entire neck, or if you wanted to move his entire head, you could do that as well. All right. Then on his face, he's got his eyebrow controls. If you want to move those around, you can also rotate them. If you want to make him, oh look, he's curious. There's his. Let me do this. Let me do this. There we go. His eyelids. And you can do each one separately as well. You want to get sexy and wink at people. And then there's here's his aim constraint for the eyes. Okay. There's a lot of parenting on the head, so hopefully that won't lead to any problems when you guys are animating. Just keep an eye out on how I've got the naming construction and how the parenting and everything's set up, and you guys should be fine. I tried to keep everything really clean and neat. Okay, on his tail, I've got a bunch of different sections here, so if you wanted to wag part of his tail, or even maybe wag it in different directions, you could do that. So it's this was really a nice model, Mark. You did a great job on this. Okay, so right, so his hand controls, I built in some controls. So if I real quick, so we can see the skeleton. So we can see the skeleton here. Okay, so on both his left and right hands, I've added some additional attributes. If you highlight the wrist, I'm sorry. There we go. Highlight the wrist, hit Control A to get to your attributes, and I've got all these new ones. And with these, you can highlight one and then hold down the middle mouse button, and you get that little toggle, and then you can move stuff, and it makes it so much easier. And if I hide the skeleton, you can get a good idea. You can multiple select these things, and just real easy. You know, careful, there's a little tearing there. But you know, you can real easily make fists, or you know, make someone flip them off. I kind of cheated on the spread fingers. It actually looks a little goofy because I figured, well, the middle one doesn't spread, but of course it does, so it looks goofy. That's on both the in and out, and the thumb left and out. I don't think oh yeah, I guess I did. Okay. All right, next, so those are those controls, and let me go ahead and I accidentally put the hat and stuff on the wrong layer. I'll fix that. But let me real quick, blend shape, show the last thing. So, window here, and animation editors, and blend shape, and let's just change the orientation. Whoop, let's just, come on, man. Change the orientation to horizontal. There we go. And so just to give you kind of an idea of what he can do. Let me level that a little bit. Okay, so there's a tight lips. Oh, you know what? Let me blink. All right, there's the tight lips on there. There is his mouth can go open. This is very cool. There's a one-sided snarl. So actually, if you can kind of see here, I think. Hang on, I'm going to turn this skeleton off, turn the rig off, and I got to turn the skeleton back on because I screwed up the layer, like I said. All right, but here's that snarl now. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Okay, there's a mouth open, a little wider. There's a nice little smile going on. Here's if you want his ears to go back, you can do that, and then this one I love too. This is if you want him to be sad. Oh, look at that. Ugh. Now I will, and then finally, if you want his nose to sniff, you can do that too. Now you see how his tail is moving there. Here is the problem that I found with blend shapes. I would recommend everybody from now on, when you model a character, model the head separately, because it's too difficult when you use an entire body to try to do the blend shapes, because everything's going to change. So if you've made some animation, you've made some changes to it, then parts of the body may move that you don't want it to, and there's nothing really we can do here. So if you've got some of that going on, just whoever's filming, make sure you plan your shots accordingly, okay, to hide anything you don't want. For instance, anyway, yeah, you get it. Okay, well, that's it, and